far from Honolulu, on the Waianae coast, lies a collection of communities where a preventable human tragedy is taking place. From Nanakuli to Kaena Point, thousands of local people are homeless, living on the beaches, in the bushes, or with relatives and friends. We've seen it on the news and read it in the papers, but for those living on this coast, they see it every day.
People need to realize that's our family out there. We're losing a generation. We really are. We're losing a generation. And people don't look at it that way. They just look at those people, they're just drug addicts. They just the kind. No, that's not what it is. They need help.
It's this crisis that has led to a community-wide effort to effect change. The Hawaii Coalition of Christian Churches is a faith-based community organization that is taking action to plan and build a gated community that will provide tangible solutions to this growing problem.
Hawaii Coalition of Christian Churches is a coalition of churches that has come together to address the needs in our community. We have come to an agreement that we need to be this tool in our community so that we can help the needy and the homeless.
What HCCC is proposing is to build an emergency, transitional, and affordable housing complex in Waianae at the site of a former state low-income housing project called Uluvehi. The Uluvehi project was just demolished to make way for this new development.
Our goals for Uluvehi is to build a transitional project that will take people off of the beaches and fill them with knowledge and support that they need to carry on in life.
The coalition has done extensive research and assembled an exceptional panel of architects, contractors, and other experts to design and consult on the project. The new complex is being patterned after a similar project on Maui that has achieved a success rate of over 85%. Kahale Akiola Resource Center is a non-profit organization that currently operates 3 projects on Maui, covering over 30 acres in Lahaina, Kihei, and Kahului. HCCC members and the design team have made extensive visits to Maui to do research at these different sites. Their goal was to study the physical layout as well as the internal dynamics that make this more than just another homeless project.
What we do at Kahale Akiola Homeless Resource Center is to provide services and shelter for people who are homeless. We have 2 primary programs. One is a 6-week program, and the second program, if people are interested and eligible, is a transitional program where they can stay for up to 2 years. And the idea is to be able to put our folks through the 2 programs to be able to give them the skills that they need to get them into jobs, to be able to let them move back into the community and hopefully into affordable rentals that will allow them to stay stable in the community.
Combining their Maui and Waianae site research, the coalition team has designed an emergency, transitional, and low-income housing complex for the Uluvehi site based on the Maui model. The team has also adopted the primary care model used at Kahale Akiola, which includes strict guidelines and requirements for residents. These core values and principles are foundational to the success of the program and are founded on a stringent no-tolerance policy.
The program that we have at Kahale Akiola is very structured and very disciplined. We have 3 primary rules: no drugs, no alcohol, and no violence, and that's verbal violence as well as physical violence.
This new development at the Uluvehi site would be built as a gated community to help provide security for residents and nearby neighbors. The goal of the program is to do more than provide a physical place to live. It's to bring long-term change to residents' lives. To achieve these objectives, residents will have access to a number of proven programs and services which will be offered on site. These include case managers for each individual and family, primary medical care, daycare for children, a substance abuse component, a family intergenerational literacy program, spiritual development and counseling, and a jobs program. HCCC is a non-profit organization made up of over 30 churches of various denominations who believe it's time to step forward to help their neighbors in need. As upstanding community leaders who have a long history of involvement in their neighborhoods, The coalition provides the right organization at the right time for this critical project.
Well, the whole emphasis is more than just building homes and more than building community. It is really building people.
HCCC's focus is not to build housing, but to use housing to change lives. They believe that change is something that happens from the inside out, and that without a changed heart, no program, services, or shelter will provide the means to break the cycle of helplessness. For those living on the beaches and in the woods of the Waianae Coast, the situation has gotten desperate. The lack of affordable housing, drugs, and family issues have driven many of them into their current situation, where they're surrounded by uncertainty and looked down on by the community.
It's really hard. It's harder than I thought. The way regular people look down towards the homeless people. My daughter gets teased in school a lot.
They say that I'm a beach bum. They call me names like beach bum girl, homeless girl, dirty girl, sandy girl, salt girl. They call me all kinds of names.
For a number of those being affected, an emergency and transitional housing complex would provide a safe and nurturing environment for their children, while at the same time giving them the opportunity to get the help and training they need to get out of their current circumstances.
I feel that a transitional housing would be good for people like us.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea too, because we never had the opportunity to even try to get off of this beach. But I think a home and our kids back with us would be a great start.
As the real estate market keeps rising, the prospects for change are dim without this type of coordinated relief effort. The Hawaii Coalition of Christian Churches is dedicated to working with the community to find solutions to the problems at the heart of the homeless crisis. As the scope of this human crisis grows, so does the effect on our communities.
Community is only as strong as the weakest members of its community. And if we don't provide services to the people who are homeless and in the low-income community, then we are going to dilute the overall quality of our entire community. And so that's one of our primary reasons, is to provide those services to people so that they can be in the community, be stable, be contributing members of the community, and to make the overall community a stronger and better place to live.
Finding solutions to many of these problems will help to resolve a number of personal and family issues. Plus, it will help to lessen the demands on governmental programs, thereby reducing costs to all taxpayers. Getting people off the beaches will also improve the overall look and atmosphere of the district and provide a more positive impression for businesses who may wish to locate in the area. This is a crucial time on the Waianae Coast. Individuals and families are suffering. The problem is growing, and Band-Aids and relocation programs are not working. You can be a part of bringing healing and hope to a community that desperately needs help.
We need in all parts of the community. The whole village needs to be mobilized. And that's what we need. We need that kind of effort, a community effort. Government and business cannot do it all by itself. It will take the whole village.
You can be a part of bringing healing and hope to a community that desperately needs help. By investing or participating in this essential low-income housing project, you'll be making a difference in hundreds and thousands of lives right here in our own backyard.
I see this project as an opportunity for hope, an opportunity for a brighter tomorrow. It gives people an opportunity to believe that something better can happen in their lives. It gives them a ray of hope, a ray of sunlight.
I would just pray to God to let somebody know that we're homeless and try to let them help us get off the beach and live in a house so we can have hot showers, our own room, our own privacy, all other stuff like that.
This grassroots project is about more than building a transitional housing complex. It's about bringing hope to individuals and to families, and ultimately, our entire community.